My full names are Roslyn Naliaka Nambuye. I'm a proud daughter of a peasant family. They admired education, so they started preparing me at a very early age in a community which did not believe in the education for the girl child. But my father encouraged me and insisted, and both of them guided me. They always believed in excellence in academic performance. So I owe a lot to my father. He's now deceased. He's a great man in my life.
In colonial time, up to independence and up to the mid-70s, there were no women at all. Even if we go back to the history of this building, it did not have a woman's toilet. So they did not expect judicial officers, women. They expected only to be men to be working here. So this building did not even have a ladies' toilet. Secretaries were also men. I came here as a district magistrate class 2 in 1974. So I have worked both as a magistrate and a registrar before I became a judge of the High Court and a judge of the Court of Appeal. In my experience here, I believe that there has been a tremendous shift from the colonial times to independence to the mid-70s. Now I say to the mid-70s because the judiciary started what they called professionalizing the bench. And that is how women got in when professionals were being taken. But earlier before that, we had magistrates, women, but they were very few, and they were usually not African women magistrates.
Coming back to the judiciary in 1980, during that time, we didn't have many women in the judiciary. I think I must have been around the third or fourth woman magistrate. Then I rose through the ranks. I hardly stayed 2 years in one rank. I was the second chief magistrate to be appointed in the Republic of Kenya. And as a judge, I came in 1991 as the third woman judge through hard work. Under all the arrangements, the movement of women to higher positions of leadership, I think, was nil. For example, the Kenyan judiciary came into being in 1887, and it took 96 years for the first woman magistrate to be sworn in 1969. That is the retired Judge Effie Owori. Another 98 years for the second woman judge, and 106 years for me to be sworn in as the third woman judge. And it took 124 years for us to get the first DCJ. We haven't gotten to number 1, but we are hoping to get there. I don't know after how long. Currently, with the new constitution, it opened up the process, and I think that is why now we have very many women magistrates on board, and very many of them are now holding positions, heading stations outside, or holding divisions in the High Court. I think we have proved ourselves.
Currently we have 56 female judges and 86 male judges. And that's compared to 33 male judges and 9 female judges in 2010. At the magistracy level, we currently have 230 men, 216 women. You can see that gives us about a 50-50 distribution, which really is a good thing.
The new Kenyan constitution is the primary factor that has brought good changes to the Kenyan women. You see, the Bill of Rights has a raft of values and rights that empower women. That is the 2/3 gender rule. There is also the issue of socioeconomic rights being recognized. There before, emphasis was on the civil and political rights. But now currently, the Constitution has brought in the issue of socioeconomic rights.
The He for She campaign program is a program that resonates very well with the Kenya Women Judges Association objectives, because it's a program that seeks to elicit the support of men to champion the issue of gender equality. And indeed, this has been one of the things that the Kenya Women Judges Association has championed in the judiciary.
We have to maximize on the opportunity for men to support women in the fight for gender equality. We think that their participation is key. It would send a strong message to men who think that women should be subjected to all manner of discrimination. I think when the message comes from the level as high as that of the Chief Justice, it is easier to encourage others to join in the fight for the betterment of the society as a whole.
As far as I'm concerned in the judiciary, what I can promise this campaign is that we'll build on what we've done. I hope the next judicial transformation framework of 2017-2021 will ensure that actually we get to this threshold of 50-50. And we have women in positions of leadership, not just the numbers, because you can have a lot of women in the judiciary working, but they are probably making tea, they are probably magistrates, and none of them is in powerful positions of leadership. So I'm talking about equality in terms of power also and leadership.
The current work environment is largely conducive to the professional growth, particularly of young women. This is because we now have seen that coming out of our history of struggle, we now have a Bill of Rights that entitles us, women particularly, not to be discriminated against.
I would encourage men to join the He for She campaign, because this is a campaign that is for the good of the society at large. When you empower a woman, you empower the whole family, you empower the whole society. And it is good for men to be our partners. We don't want them to be competitors. And that is why we are saying that our men should join this campaign so that together we can be able to improve the lot of women.
I think what Kenyans are looking for are transformed judiciary. Women are on the way to be part of that process, and surely they will make it.
It's a good way to get the men who have been championing this, men like Reverend Joya, men like Honorable Chief Justice Mutunga, to model for other young men so that they also know that it benefits them as well, to encourage the women amongst them, their sisters, their mothers, their colleagues, to also excel. In the end, we have a better work environment and a better world where there's access to justice and equality for all.
My dissenting opinion on this issue of the 1/3 gender role, I still believe that I was right in arguing that the 1/3 gender rule is a minimum, and that we can use that as a minimum and then progressively move towards a 50-50 parity.
During this launch, I hope that all my colleagues within the judiciary, whether they be judges, administrators, directors, legal researchers, and even my brothers out there, will log on to www.heforshe.org and sign up and join the campaign.